memory. Well, tonight, parents are speaking out, some saying they're fed up with a system that didn't do enough to stop him. Our Gary Robinson Jr. is in studio tonight with reaction from the community. Gary?
Yeah, Matt, deputies say a 5-year-old girl was lured from a playground by a registered sex offender. She managed to escape, and now her bravery is being praised by parents who say this should have never happened.
It's the kind of story that sends chills through any parent. What deputies describe as a textbook case of stranger danger. Candy used to lure a 5-year-old girl from a playground into the woods.
The poor girl she's 5 years old, and no amount of stranger danger at that point could have, prevented this from happening. That guy was going to do what he did regardless.
33-year-old Ryan Pontello is now charged with rape, sex abuse, luring a child, and endangering the welfare of a child. He's a registered level 1 sex offender, a designation that doesn't always trigger widespread alerts. That's part of what has families angry.
And I'm really tired that they don't put these people in jail and keep them there. If they've done it once, they're going to do it again.
Pontello was arrested just 1 day after the incident, thanks to quick action from deputies and those close to the victim. Some neighbors say that isn't enough.
How many more children does he need to traumatize for the rest of their lives before something more is done and he's not just let out with a slap on the wrist?
For parents like Ashley Campfield, who has 3 children of her own, the emotions run deep. Frustration, fear, and protection.
Parents should be able to let their kids play at the park. It's just an unfortunate world we live in that we really have to watch our kids with those hawk eyes to make sure that there's no, creepers leering about.
Those we spoke to say one thing gives them hope: the courage of the young girl who spoke up.
She is so strong and so brave and so courageous for coming forward and telling her friends, because not many a lot of grown women wouldn't do that.
The sheriff's office is still asking for any additional victims or witnesses to come forward. And many parents I spoke with say they'll be keeping a much closer eye on their kids moving forward. Reporting in studio, I'm Gary Robinson Jr.
Thank you. We appreciate hearing from the community tonight about this, Gary. A former official who dealt with crimes against children for years says this little girl was victimized and needs to know she's loved and supported by those closest to her and by her whole community. Much of the focus about protecting children has been about the dangers online. Carrie Dam, the former executive director of the Child Advocacy Center of Oswego, says conversations about in-person stranger danger are important. Licensed therapist in private practice, executive director of Oswego County Child Advocacy Center for 10 years.
Actually practicing at home what to do if someone comes up to you and says, hey, will you, help me find my puppy? Will you do actually walking them through scenarios, because kids like that don't really know what to do. And they're oftentimes socialized to be kind and polite and to not actually say no to an adult and things like that. And so we have to be really diligent about trying to strike the right tone and the right balance between preparing our kids versus scaring them half to death.
The case is raising red flags.